Thank you for joining me for 3 minutes. Please have a look at my other videos. Please share them, comment, subscribe, like them. Thanks very much. Right, today's verse. Excuse me. Isaiah 7 verse 14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son and will call him Immanuel. This is a banger of a verse. You will want to think about this verse today. Right now, it's the season building up to Christmas. It's Advent. The word means coming because we're waiting to celebrate the coming of Jesus. And this verse from Isaiah screams Advent. He's coming! Isaiah the prophet says that God will send a sign. Now, if God promised to send a sign, I guess that signs are one of the ways that God communicates. Therefore, we ought to look out for his signs. Look out for his signs in your life today. Of course, it's not the only way that God communicates, and it's not the main way that he chooses to communicate. Neither is writing on the wall, neither is dreaming or visions, neither are my YouTube videos. But God uses them all. But first and foremost, God communicates through his word, the Bible. And secondly, God communicates through his word, the person Jesus. Anyway, this verse is all about a sign, a big one. Only it takes a while to be fulfilled in Mary and Jesus. It takes about 700 years. Isaiah gave this prophecy centuries before the time of Jesus. However, don't put it down to a fluke that Jesus was the fulfillment of this prophecy. There were a few prophecies about the Saviour whom God was sending. They are fulfilled in the person Jesus. And some of those prophecies were fulfilled at the time of his birth. So he certainly wasn't able to manipulate events to fulfill those predictions. There's a prophecy about the Saviour being born in Bethlehem. Jesus had nothing to do with that. There's another prophecy about the massacre of children that followed his birth. There's a prophecy about Jesus coming back from Egypt. That and the massacre of children aren't usually covered in your school nativities, perhaps not even in your all-age services at church, but the Bible has them covered. There's another one. Jesus didn't even grow up in Bethlehem where he was born. He grew up miles away in Nazareth. The Bible prophesied that he would be known as a Nazarene centuries before the time of Jesus. There's a lot to think about just now in this season of Advent. A lot to read about and to contemplate. Let's join the wise and look for the signs of God. Most of those signs have been around for ages. It might just be that we haven't noticed them. Isaiah says that God will make a virgin pregnant and the son will be called Immanuel. Immanuel. It means God with us. Bang! It's a banger of a verse. God bless.